Majority of us suffer with acne or pimples at some or other time in their life. So let us understand what is acne, what causes acne, and what is the treatment for acne and acne scars. I am Dr. Girish Shah, Chief Dermatologist and Founder Director of Skin Zone Clinic, Mumbai. Welcome to our first episode in a series of acne. Almost 80 to 85% of individuals between the age group of 12 to 24 suffer with acne. Not only that, almost 25 to 30% of individuals, especially women, may continue to suffer with acne beyond the age of 25. So many of them, especially women, may even get acne in their 30s and 40s. So before we understand why we get acne, let us understand what is the structure of the skin and why so many of us suffer with acne. This is diagrammatic representation of the skin. It has upper layers epidermis and the lower layer dermis, and hair follicles and sebaceous gland, that is oil gland, is present in dermis. Hair comes out through this canal known as pilosebaceous canal. Similarly, sebaceous gland that produces sebum, that is oil, is also drained through to the surface through this canal. The opening of the canal at the surface of the skin is known as pore. At puberty, there is a release of hormones, androgens. Under the influence of hormones, the sebaceous glands produce excess sebum. At the same time, skin at the pore undergoes thickening and it blocks the pore. If there is a partial block, then sebum inside the pilosebaceous canal is exposed to the atmospheric oxygen. It undergoes oxidation and it turns black in color. This is known as blackhead or open comedones. If under the influence of androgens there is excess thickening of the skin, if it blocks the pore totally, then sebum inside pushes the skin outwards, it forms a small bump and it is covered with a white skin. This is known as whitehead or closed comedone. As more and more sebum accumulates in the pilosebaceous canal and the pore is totally closed, pilosebaceous canal undergoes swelling and it forms a small bump on the surface of the skin, and this is known as papules. If there is a presence of bacteria in the sebum and it forms the pus, then it forms what is known as pustule. Now, if there is a more and more collection of the sebum in the pilosebaceous canal and it forms a bigger swelling which is seen on the surface of the skin as a big bump more than half a centimeter in size, then it is known as nodule. And when there is a liquefaction in this nodule, then it is known as cyst. Now, when an individual has very few comedones or papules, probably less than 50, then it is known as mild acne. When he has more number of comedones and papules and maybe sometimes nodule, it is known as moderate acne. And when they have more number of nodules and cysts on the face, then it is known as severe acne. Sometimes acne is associated with excess redness of the face, especially of the nose and the cheeks and forehead. Sometimes it may be associated with the redness of the eyes, and that is known as acne rosacea. There is a common impression that acne occurs only on the face, but that is not true. Acne can occur on other parts of the body like back or chest or even on the arms. In this episode, we discussed about what is acne and what are the different types of acne lesions. Don't forget to join us in our next episode when we discuss about causes of acne.